Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook.
And the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The give on the inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Notre Dame right back to the line. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gets rid of it. He's got him, and they convert. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. He's going to pass. They're trying to know where to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's loose. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. To throw, it's Raiola. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskers!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And right down the middle. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
He wants to go deep. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Buying some time as he moves left. He'll try to do it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking for room. It's Young. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the run, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. 1st down here for the offense. To the air, it's Raiola. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Bring in the heat. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Huskers are in the red zone. Looking to pass on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dances away from the heat. He's going to take off. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He wants to pass it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Young. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Buys a little time. Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just plowing down the field. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by 10 over UCLA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Dances away to buy time. He's got it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They're bringing heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got his man quickly.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Looking to throw it again. He makes the connection. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So they covered 42 yards on the drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Fires left. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it right.
The Irish send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're playing.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. And the Huskers in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here to go get this first. Hey, if it's not there, you don't got to force the issue. You're a good enough athlete to go take off and get it yourself with your legs. Beautiful job.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Raiola. And wings it incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
On second down, he'll fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. Ball in the air, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Handoff from the gun. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Nebraska 28, Notre Dame.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun. Give on the inside. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Fresno State ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He looks that one in nicely.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
To the air, it's Raiola. It's complete on the right side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Oh, he makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes the grab. It's Boyd. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Got his man. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's got his man. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The give to the tailback. Tackled, but he has a first down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down, positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. He's right on target. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let them...
Trying to get behind the defense. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On second down, just keeps firing. Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Huskers inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lloyd. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Yeah, the offense coughs it up. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
To give to the big fullback. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's a